Hey, so in this week's video, I've got an important lesson to share with you that I've learned so far in starting and building my own brand. As you may or may not know, I started my own brand, this brand, back in September of 2018. So it's been less than a year. And I want to share with you one of the most important lessons I've learned so far in my short journey. I'm going to do that in just a second, but first, check it out. This is my new office. As you may or may not know, I've got two locations. I've got a condo downtown Vancouver, and that's typically where I work. I've got a whole office set up and whatnot there. And then this is actually my home. This is where I live. This is where I spend all my nights. And because it's so amazing here in Vancouver in the summertime, and I live right across the beach, literally right across the street from the beach, I decided to move my office over here for the summer. And the reason why is because I'm doing a lot of content creation right now in my business. I'm putting together live weekly webinars every week. I'm creating a lot more free reports, more content, as you've probably seen from being on my newsletter. And one of the things I've found is that by getting outside in nature, by walking, by running, by just being exposed to nature, I get into more of a creative flow than sitting here at my desktop trying to be creative. That's one of the things that works really well for me. So I encourage you to try that out in your own life and in your own business and see how it works for you. So that's one of the reasons why I'm over here. Now, let's get to the lesson I've learned so far in building my own brand. And what it is it's a very simple concept, but I find a lot of people, especially when you're just getting started out, have a tendency not to do this. And I think that's a big mistake. So what is it? It's being original. Being original. Now, let me explain that for you here so you can see what I mean and how to apply it to your own life, your own business, and whatever it is you're doing. What I found is that when people start a business, the most common thing and the intuitive thing to do is look all around at other people in your industry, in your market, and start trying to copy them. See the people that are doing the best and try and copy what they're doing with their promotions, their campaigns, their emails, their videos, whatever it is they're doing, and just basically copy it and do the same type of thing. Now, that's one way to approach business, and I'm sure there's some people that do that. I don't think that's going to be the best solution for you in the long term. Why is that? It's because people want to connect with real people. People want to connect with people that are authentic, that are real, that are genuine. And if you're just copying somebody else, you're not being real. This is one of the things I started doing from the very first day I did my own brand. My name's James Mell. I'm James Mell. What you see is what you get. So when I work on my webinar presentations, I'm not following any sort of script. I'm not doing something that somebody else has done. I put them together in my own way, with my own voice, with my own lessons. The same thing when I write my emails, the same thing when I'm doing videos like this. This is what's true for me in my life, the lessons that I'm learning. It's not something I saw in somebody else's video a week or 2 or 5 weeks ago. Same thing if you check out my Instagram, the quotes, the videos, the stories I share there, they're all original from me. And I really believe this is an important thing, and it's going to become more important in the future as more and more people get online and start businesses and grow businesses, to be original. And even if you don't have a business, I think this is an important concept to embrace just in life and work and everything in general. I know when I got my first professional job working at the Chamber of Commerce, I was just being myself. I was driven, ambitious. I was setting new sales targets. I was in early, left late. And that's how I showed up, because that's me. That's how I wanted to show up. Now, I didn't fit in that culture, and ultimately I ended up quitting. And that's okay, because I was being myself. I didn't want to adapt and be somebody I wasn't, try and fit into a culture and a business that wasn't true to me. That's an example of how sometimes if you aren't in the right fit, that it's best to leave. Now, ever since I partnered with my business partner, Eben, we've been working together for 10 years. It's the perfect fit for me. I can be myself. My brand, starting that less than a year ago, I'm myself. And this, I believe, is one of the key hallmarks of what's allowed me to be successful in my career so far, is being original, being myself. And I encourage you to try the same things, whether you're in a job, whether you're starting a business, whether you want to grow a business, whether you're behind the scenes, whether you're in front of the scenes, being yourself, that's what's going to resonate with people. That's what's going to be authentic and true to you. And that's what people are ultimately going to want to connect with. So when you get the urge to go look around, see what other people are doing, yes, maybe get a little bit of inspiration from it, but ultimately you've got to be yourself. You've got to do the things that are true to you and be original. That is what's ultimately going to, I believe, be the best when you're starting, growing a business, or even if you're currently in a job. So that's this week's video. Let's have an awesome week, and I'll see you next time.